at the table and you guys are all on video at this time of day.
That's true. Eventually we'll get it
Shake
together,
things up.
John. Eventually we'll figure it out.
That's all right.
You're
That's like,
dapper in your scrubs, sir.
that's because I ran to the meeting, literally.
No worries. Glad to have you. I can't wait to have all five of us back. Are we good?
Yeah, we're on, but it's not 5:30 yet.
Oh,
Now it
it
is.
is. All right, welcome everyone to the Corporation of the Township of Bonnechere Valley regular council meeting. It is Wednesday, June 5th, and it is 5:30. We are meeting in the council chambers and by Zoom, and I am calling this meeting to order. Are there any additions to the agenda this afternoon? I see none. Then I have a resolution dated this 5th day of June 2024 that the agenda be accepted as presented. May I have a mover and seconder, please? Moved by John, seconded by Brent. All in favor? Passes. Thank you. No use doing these anymore. Is there any pecuniary interest or the general nature thereof? I see none. As we gather this afternoon, we acknowledge on behalf of this council and our community that we are meeting on the traditional territory of the Algonquin people. We thank the Algonquin people and express our respect and support for their rich history. We are extremely grateful for their many and continued displays of friendship. We also thank all the generations of people who have taken care of this land for thousands of years. And at this time, to get it on the floor, I have a resolution dated this 5th day of June 2024 that the minutes of the regular council meeting held on May 21st, 2024, as amended or presented, be hereby adopted. May I have a mover and seconder, please? Moved by Tracy, seconded by Brent. Were there any errors or omissions? I see none. All in favor? Thank you. We have no delegations this afternoon. Reports have been filed. I have a resolution dated this 5th day of June 2024, whereas direction has been given to staff, now be it resolved that the correspondence be filed. May I have a mover and seconder, please? Moved by John, seconded by Brent. Was there anything further on the correspondence? I see none. All in favor? Thank you, council. Was there anything on the check register and or board report? I see none. I have a resolution dated this 5th day of June 2024 that the tender for supply, hauling, and stockpiling of winter sand be awarded to RJ Sell Sand and Gravel in the amount of $64,354 plus HST. May I have a mover and seconder, please? Moved by Brent, seconded by Tracy. Anything further on the resolution? All in favor? I have a resolution dated this 5th day of June 2024 that the tender for the supply and placement of maintenance gravel be awarded to BEI in the amount of $91,189.76 plus HST. May I have a mover and seconder, please? Moved by John, seconded by Brent. Anything on this resolution?
No.
All in favor? And that passes. I have a resolution dated this 5th day of June 2024, whereas Ontario's small rural municipalities face insurmountable challenges to fund both upfront investments and ongoing maintenance of their capital assets, including roads and bridges and water, wastewater, and municipally owned buildings, including recreational facilities and libraries. And whereas in 2018, the Ontario government mandated all municipalities to develop capital asset management plans with the stipulation that they be considered in the development of an annual budget. And whereas small rural municipalities of 10,000 people or less are facing monumental infrastructure deficits that cannot be adequately addressed through property tax revenue alone. And whereas the Ontario government has committed $9.1 billion to Toronto alone to assist with operating deficit and the repatriation of the Don Valley Parkway and Gardiner Expressway, and whereas small rural Ontario cannot keep pace with the capital investments required over the next 20 years unless both the provincial and federal governments come forward with new sustainable infrastructure funding. And where it is apparent that both the federal and Ontario governments have neglected to recognize the needs of small rural Ontario. Now therefore be it resolved that Bonnechere Valley, the Ontario and federal government to implement sustainable infrastructure funding for small rural municipalities, and that small rural municipalities are not overlooked and disregarded on future applications for funding. And that both the federal and Ontario governments begin acknowledging that there is an insurmountable debt facing small rural municipalities, and that both the federal and Ontario governments immediately commission a working group that includes a member of the Eastern Ontario Wardens Caucus to develop a plan on how to deal with the impending debt dilemma. And finally, that this resolution be forwarded to the Honorable Justin Trudeau, Prime Minister of Canada, the Honorable Sean Fraser, Minister of Housing, Infrastructure and Communities of Canada, Michael Tremblay, Acting President and CEO, Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation, the Honorable Doug Ford, Premier of Ontario, the Honorable Kinga Surma, Ontario Minister of Infrastructure, the Honorable Paul Calandra, Ontario Minister of Municipal Affairs and Housing, MP Cheryl Gallant, MVP John Yakubuski, AMO, Roma, FCM, Eastern Ontario Wardens Caucus, and all municipalities in Ontario. May I have a mover and seconder, please? Moved by Tracy, seconded by Brent. Is there anything on this resolution? Did you want me to read it again? So you get you good? Okay. All in favor? Yeah. And moving on to bylaws, we have no closed session this afternoon, by the way. Resolution dated this 5th of June, 2024, that bylaw 2024-025, being a bylaw to amend the zoning bylaw Summers, be read a first time, be deemed read a second time, be deemed read a third time and passed. May I have a mover and seconder? Okay, Brent and John, all in favor? And that carries. I have a resolution dated this 5th of June, 2024, that bylaw 2024-026, being a bylaw to amend the zoning bylaw Knowledge Hub Online Inc., be read a first time, be deemed read a second time, be deemed read a third time and passed. May I have a mover and seconder, please? Brent and Tracy, all in favor? Excellent. I have a resolution dated this 5th of June, 2024, that bylaw 2024-027, being a bylaw to govern employees, be read a first time, be deemed read a second time, be deemed read a third time and passed. May I have a mover and seconder, please? Moved by Grant, seconded by John. All in favor? Excellent. A resolution dated this 5th of June, 2024, that bylaw 2024-028, being a bylaw to authorize the union collective agreement, be read a first time, be deemed read a second time, be deemed read a third time and passed. May I have a mover and seconder, please? Moved by Tracy, seconded by Brent. And again, a huge congratulations to Annette and your team for getting this done. All in favor? Excellent. I have a resolution dated this 5th of June, 2024, that bylaw 2024-029, being a bylaw to regulate clean yards, be read a first time, be deemed read a second time, be deemed read a third time and passed. May I have a mover and seconder, please? Moved by Brent, seconded by John. All in favor? Looks like a serial killer signing these now. Sorry, Sandra, when you see these. I have a resolution dated this 5th of June, 2024, that bylaw 2024-030, being a bylaw to regulate property standards, be read a first time, be deemed read a second time, be deemed read a third time and passed. May I have a mover and seconder, please? Moved by Tracy, seconded by John. All in favor? And that passes. I have a resolution dated this 5th of June, 2024, that bylaw 2024-031, being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of council, be read a first time, be deemed read a second time, be deemed read a third time and passed. May I have a mover and seconder? Brent, John, All in favor? And I have everybody's favorite resolution dated this 5th day of June, 2024, that the council meeting be adjourned at 5:39 PM. May I have a mover and seconder, please? Tracy? Nobody wants to adjourn. That's, we have so much fun together. Second by Brett, all in favor? And we are adjourned. Thanks, council. Thanks, John.
Good. I'll see you in 2 weeks.